inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis.
What's good, ladies? I'm finna start some stuff. I'm feeling some kind of way. 2020, better watch out for August Crenshaw, because I'm finna change the mindset of so many women and my men who follow me, because we gonna keep on having candid conversations. You're gonna look at things differently. You're gonna see things differently, and you're going to set different expectations. And so I had never really thought about doing this as a topic as often as I see this quote or I hear people make some type of statement. But I'm finna help you get over a mindset hurdle so you can get to your money, boo. How many of you have heard someone say, you're a hypocrite? If you haven't paid $20,000, you can't ask somebody else for $20,000 for coaching. And until you do that first, let me tell you something. That is a psychological bullshit ass gimmick that was created for the high ticket coaching industry to make sure they keep people at this position of an inferiority complex. And it's just not true. Now, why would you say that's not true? Because I've lived and defied that very thing. Now, I do believe that your heart and your intention must be willing to do that. And if you needed it and saw the value and you had it, that the divine needs to be able to trust that you will do that. But we don't get things just because we've done them. Now, before I get to the money, let me give you an example like this. How many of us don't know how to love? And we don't know how to give love, but then we receive love, and then that sets the stage for how we then reciprocate it. So a lot of times you can get blessed with things and you may not even have been able to fulfill those things yourself. Now, that was on a tangent. Let me bring it back, though. I'm not going to even stay in that place that long. Let me just talk about this whole money thing. So first of all, I've paid for all kind of like coaching courses and stuff like that. But I had a coach that when I hired her, she was only charging $500 a month. But before I hired her, I had got clients that were willing to pay me $600 a month. Matter of fact, I think she raised her prices because she heard me in a discussion with someone say that I charge $6 instead of charging $5. How about this? I even charge $4,000 for a 12-week group coaching program, put 5 women in it, and I hadn't done that myself. Now, what did happen is I ended up signing up for a group coaching program that was $6,000, and the coach was full of shit, and I didn't even go through 3 weeks of it and had to just say fuck it and let my money burn up with that situation and kept it pushing. And instead of putting her out there or cussing her out. I just told her, thank you for the opportunity, but I won't be able to complete the program. And she couldn't think that it was because of a money issue, because she got all of her money before the program even started. Are you listening to me? I've charged $300 for all access passes and gotten paid for them in summits. Never ever paid that much for a summit myself. I've had people pay me $1,000 a month to be a coach prior to me ever paying that much money a month to a coach. See, what I can't have you doing, sis, is I can't have you stepping on your value. I can't have you stepping on your worth and saying what you can't do because of some bullshit. My thing is at the end of the day, what you do and how you deliver, is it worth the price tag that you're putting on it? Have you assessed your value, and is your mind and your spirit in alignment with that and that you want to receive? Even when it comes to hair, I've charged people $200, $250, $300 for hairdos, and guess what August Crenshaw is not gonna do? She's not spending that much money to get her hair done, at least not in that era of my life. Maybe later on, now I will. But back then, 20 years in the industry and never spent as much money on me getting my hair done as I was charging my clients. Because if that's what they wanted to spend money on and that's what they saw that it was worth, then that's what they were going to do. I can honestly tell you, especially in the coaching arena, it is so difficult to find a coach that is just not going to gas you up and PDF you to death and only give you recordings, but actually be involved in the process and tell you something other than some theoretical, generalized bullshit. It takes so much work to find someone and release your guards and actually trust them to start paying them. That's why a lot of individuals are hesitant about spending a lot of money, not because you disrespect what you have to offer. Some of you, if you could just get your hands on it, but faster than you get your hands on it, you already know it, you giving that money to the coach. Some of you, as fast as you get that money, you're gonna be like, well, this is the only money I got, and if I take this and I flip it, or I have worked really hard and I need to take care of myself and maybe go on a vacation and do some self-care or some shit like that, you're not gonna do it. And so when you get ready to sell, those are the kind of thoughts that will come into your own mind. Your mind will be like, they might not even want to say yes to this, and they might not be willing to pay me because there's so many other things that they could do with their money. Because I am going to invest in myself first, because I am do whatever I got to do for my vision and my business to come to fruition first. Then guess what? That is why I can sell what I do. I'm hosting an event. Early bird tickets for my first live event are $700. Yeah, I looked at another industry leader that I'm following. She's been doing this and she's been in the game for hellas. And hers is discounted right now at $697, because I'm always doing market research and looking and seeing what's happening in the industry. She's been in the game for over a decade. What does that have to do with me? It has absolutely nothing to do with me, because I know that these women are going to get about $10,000 worth of information at my live event. I've always gotten, now don't get me twisted, I spent some money. I want to say the most expensive one I've got on discount was $550 to go to a conference. And some of them, I've gotten like you pay the $97, upfront. They give you the $97 back if you show up and stuff like that, and done in-person things, 67 here, 97 there, whatever. But that ain't got nothing to do with my event. My people have looked at what I have been able to accomplish with online events and how I make it feel like it's in person, and how I cause magnetic situations with people. So what the hell you think is going to happen once I do my event live? You don't think I spend just as much time, or excuse me, because it's not here yet, that I am spending just as much time ironing out every single detail to make this an experience that, yes, I will confidently be able to say is unparalleled by anybody else, because of the way that I want the ladies to be fed, and because of the way that I want them to execute, that I know that I'm coming in with straight out hardcore excellence. And there's nothing in my mind saying, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. And if they don't pay the $700 up front and get the early bird, then it's going to be $1,000, and then I got this upgrade for the VIP. That might be too much money for people to sacrifice. Hell no. I know people in the industry that are doing events like these for $2,500 just to walk your foot in the door. My mindset ain't there yet. My mindset ain't there, and I don't believe that my tribe's mindset is there to cough up that much money, nor is there access to their funds. That's me being real about where I'm at, instead of giving you some hocus pocus bumbo jumbo. So now that I've said what I said, how many of you been lying to yourself? Look, don't look at what you've paid for. What are your intentions? Because a lot of you haven't paid for what you're going to be charged, paid for what you want in comparison to the amount of what you charge, because you haven't seen it out there. There have been gaps in, my walk as a coach where I haven't had a coach, not a one-to-one coach. And you want to know why? Because I haven't had someone in front of my face that was giving me what I needed at that moment. So then I had distance coaches. And I'm always filling myself with information from other leaders. I'm always reading a book. I'm always listening to podcasts. I'm always absorbing someone who's a great leader that I'm following. I would have a tendency to pay for courses or be active in different groups. I'm making sure that I'm always fed, but it hasn't necessarily always been fed in a high ticket fashion, because I'm not going to do it just for the sake I'm doing it, because you also don't get credit just for paying high coaching. It's like a person being in church talking about I gave my 10%. I'm just I don't even know why I'm giving my 10% tithe, because, I know that's for the capacity to drive his Jaguar. The Bible says that when you give, that you're supposed to be a cheerful giver and not give out of necessity and not out of a begrudging spirit. Otherwise, you've cursed the very thing that you've given. So just because you do it don't mean shit. It's about the heart and the intention of what you do. And so the universe knows beyond a shadow of a doubt, because I have given in ways financially that people wouldn't even be able to understand. I've given as in sacrificing where I live and going down to a 1-bedroom apartment. I've given so that I could be able to, paying for the courses or the little bit of coaching that I was getting meant selling furniture off and shit like that. So I was willing to give all that I had. That's what matters. It matters the heart of what you pay into and what you invest in your business. So do not curse your business and say what you can or you cannot accomplish all because you did or did not pay it. That is an industry lie. Okay. Now, I put this heat on the podcast, but the further discussion is going to happen in the Authentic Collective. If you haven't come over to the Authentic Collective and joined us, we are a group of powerful sisters. Yes, we welcome our brothers and sisters of others that welcome us and love us. You just got to realize that it's a melanated population, so it's going to have a melanated vibe. And sometimes we going to be talking some black stuff and some sister stuff, and we ain't got time for your emotions or to be in your feelings. But if you have a common cause to see us as women succeed, and you know that we've gotten played, and you want to love us and you want to help us and you want to network with us and want to build genuine relationships, come on over there, because there are great vibes and there's great value over there in the tribe. In the meantime and in between time, I love you all to pieces. I'm out of here. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomen.don't bitch.podcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.